Alright everyone, today's video is going to be about a few different things. First off, I want to say thanks to my new subscribers. Hope you're doing really well. And also thanks for watching, for anybody who's perusing the channel. I've been away for a little bit. I've been really busy. Just actually on a good note, my daughter turned 1 just the other day, so very excited about that. She had a pretty cool little birthday party, and we got her she got this little car that has like a lawnmower handle, so I can push her around. Pretty fun stuff. I'm continuing on with the bill proposal. I've been I put that off just for a little bit, but I've been still kind of researching different aspects of Indiana law, and as far as I could tell, I can just pretty much write what I was wanting to from the start, and then just submit that. So this is the video isn't about that though. This is sort of a video mostly talking about why I like Tokarev holsters. So what I have on the table here is a Star BM in its correct holster. It's a Pielku holster that fits a Star. This is the Civil Garda, holster that they would use. This is just a 9mm Star. Everybody's seen those. What I have here is an M88A. This is a 9mm chambered Tokarev. It's a bit oily, just because for storage I keep my steel frame guns oiled. This is a really nice pistol. I like these. But when I picked this up, I made sure to get like 3 other mags with it, because I knew that scalpers would become ridiculous and buy all of mags up really quick. So I picked up a couple extra mags for it. Now they're 50 or 60 bucks a piece, and it's just stupid. But this is this holster is just a regular Tokarev holster. This is a Russian surplus Soviet leather one. It's like actual leather, finished very nicely with this brown finish. Pretty low hanging with the 2 belt loops there, but it fits a Tokarev frame, as you can see. Another thing that I really like are these Yugoslavian SKS pouches. These stripper clip pouches. Now I can fit between the 2 types of guns, the Star and the M88A. I can fit my Star mags that I don't use in a gun, and my M88A mags in these 2 pouches. It's pretty nice for storage, so I like these. When I got my Yugoslavian SKS, it came with 2 of these double pouches, so it was really cool. I got like this one and another one, and the Arsenal book that was, where it was arsenaled and all that for importation stuff. It was really cool. It came with a sling and an oiler and a bunch of other stuff. But the reason why I like Tokarev holsters so much is because here you can see we got a Tokarev holster. This is just the faux leather canvas kind. It's got real leather parts, but the actual body is this faux leather stuff, kind of similar to that Army Man green colored shoulder strap AK pouch that I showed in another video, that 5-cell AK magazine pouch, but this has sort of a football texture on it. It's a little bit different. But in here we have a Star. So not only does this Tokarev fit the wrong size Tokarev, the holster for full-size Tokarev fit a smaller sized Tokarev, it also fits a Star BM, which is really cool. I've even put in a Tokarev holster before. I've even put a CZ75, like a compact version of them. I used to actually carry a CZ75, like with the little compact one. I actually ended up selling it because I found that I shoot better southpaw. It's easier for me to pick up targets with my left eye, so I switched to carrying my weapon left-handed, and so I actually sold that. I feel really dumb for doing that because I love that gun, and that's sort of a cool little segue into something that just came up. Also, one thing before I mention that, one thing I want to bring up is that with these M88A mags, I know that they're like $60 or $50 now, some ridiculous price. You can find them on GunBroker and stuff. People will scalp them. You can actually, I talked to a guy called S.A. Masquerade. He's a really cool dude on YouTube. He does like almost like soundtrack music. But I talked with him, and he mentioned that if you can't find magazines for this Tokarev, you can actually use P6 SIG mags, the single stack 9mm 8 round or 10 round magazines. I guess the grip angle is the same, and also for the Star you can modify P6 SIG Sauer magazines, the Pro Mags, and fit them in this gun for the Star. So both, basically what he was saying is that P6 mags will fit in both the M88A and the Star BM, which is really cool. Now, going back to another steel frame pistol, I was talking around about acquiring a one of those Dragunov looking, PSL looking laminate AKM buttstocks. I had been watching Zeke Shoots, his channel. He was testing a puff gun magazine for AKs, and his drop gun. If you haven't seen his video on the puff gun magazine drop tests, same for Glock Shooter 79. They're both testing out puff gun mags. Go check out their channels; they're really cool. But Zeke Shoots has this gun he calls it a drop gun, which basically he built using parts he doesn't mind like dropping around. And the buttstock on that drop gun is like a Dragunov look, like a Dragunov sort of skeletonized thumb hole stock deal. And I said, hey, where do I get one of those? Because I really like the way that it looks. I've shot a PSL before, and I like the feel of that sort of thumb hole stock deal. He said, oh, this came off an SAR series rifle. And so I was, looking around, and I eventually was watching Mishiko, that guy who does those historical gun videos, talks about all kinds of different guns, and I actually ended up contacting him and asking him if he had a spare SAR series PSL Dragunov type AKM buttstock that specifically fits AKs. And he said, well, yeah, I do actually. I have one from a gunsmithing project I did a while ago, and I just never did anything with the buttstock, so it's pretty much been laying around in its Cosmoline. So I was really excited, and I picked it up from him. I bought it from him. He's in Arkansas, though, and I'm in Indiana. So it's going to, ship here. But I'm going to actually be putting that on my RPK. I tried with my polymer set of furniture for the RPK to sort of have a skeletonized thumb hole buttstock on the back. You saw in the other video I did where I got the Sporter almost like the WBP Fox Sporter buttstock. It came in, but it didn't fit correctly. The position of the hand, like the grip, wasn't far forward enough to interlock with the trigger guard. There's usually a dado cut in the front of your grip that fits the trigger guard fits into your grip slightly, and there was like a 1/4 inch gap between the trigger guard and the actual grip. And when you push the stock into the tang, the holes that were drilled into the stock were such that they didn't line up properly with the holes, and any attempt I could make to drill new holes would have just dropped the hole into the other hole. So it was kind of a fruitless effort. I'll try and figure out what to do with it. Maybe put it on a different gun, but I ended up buying surplus laminate RPK furniture, the clubfoot kind. You guys seen the videos. But what I'm going to do with this Dragunov looking PSL stock, but it was like for an AK, the SAR buttstock, I'm going to put it on the RPK and kind of go full circle with the skeletonized thumbhole buttstock thing. I think on a big long-barreled Kalashnikov it really looks cool. I like the way the PSL has a interesting buttstock, and so it will fit the gun. All I'll have to do is just shave a little bit off the sides, because the AES-10B has a thicker receiver than a normal AKM, but it should fit just fine. It is a laminate, so that's pretty good. It'll match the front handguards. So I'm pretty excited about that. And so and another thing, I was talking with Misha, and I said, hey, I'm looking for a steel-framed, ambidextrous, safety, hammer-fired carry gun. Do you have any recommendations? He said, oh yeah, Jericho. And I couldn't remember what the heck a Jericho was. And I was like, can you describe it for me? And he was like, yeah, it's basically like a CZ75, but a little bit beefed up. It's made in Israel. They have ambidextrous safeties. They have them in different sizes. They can get polymer frame or steel frame. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And basically what I'm going to do is order a Jericho from him. I'm going to a gun show fairly soon here, and I'm going to be selling some of my guns. And with some of that proceed, I'm going to pick up a Jericho from him. I kind of want the steel frame one because I like the weight. I'm not one of those guys who minds a heavy gun, just because I usually either carry on a shoulder or on my side. So it doesn't really actually matter as far as the weight for me. I like the heft, and I like the way the recoil feels with a heavier gun on a 9mm. That's why I like these steel frame 9s, because they just aren't as snappy. But I'm also familiar with the CZ75 kind of design and the way that shoots. I really like it. It's smooth shooting, and it just feels good. Easy to shoot. So I kind of I had a CZ75 compact piece, sold it because it only had a decocker, and I didn't really like doing the double action decock thing. I would rather have a single action carry piece if I'm going to have a hammer fired gun. So with this Jericho, it has an ambidextrous, almost like he said it was like a Beretta style safety on both sides, which is good because I do shoot southpaw. Excuse me. So yeah, I'll be picking up one of those. And so after the phone call, I kind of searched around, and I totally knew what this gun was. I had seen this gun before. I had watched Such Double Aught and Military Arms Channel. I knew about the Jericho, and I just didn't. I couldn't put the name to the gun. But it was nice. It was nice of Misha to kind of help me figure out what the heck he was talking about. So I'll be picking up a Jericho. I'll be testing it out and seeing if it's a good option for carry. I'm pretty sure it is, just based off what I'm wanting for myself. But anyways, I will leave it there. Again, I want to thank Glock Shooter 79 for his cool magazine reviews. I want to thank Zeke Shoots for giving me some information about the butt stock I was looking for. I want to thank Misha for giving me some information and selling me that butt stock, and then also telling me about the Jericho pistol. What's cool about the Jericho is apparently they take CZ75 mags, so that's really cool. I think I have a couple lying around. so again, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoy. I'll be continuing to update the channel as I go. I've just been real busy. This is just a hobby to me, so I don't get paid or anything to do this. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.